And rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Cove Tarot. This is a timeless collective reading on what is coming forward. If you are a new face, welcome in. If you're an old one, welcome back. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes. Thank you for your donations, they're highly appreciated. And thank you for your emails. Emails of confirmation, emails just sharing your stories, and emails booking readings. My readings are open. Please have a look at the second paragraph on all of the description box or in the summary box of my channel. There are 2 emails there that you can use. The White Raven Mystic, the second one, is the most responsive. Please remember there is still someone going through the comment sections here and there pretending to be me, pretending to be a pastor, and pretending to be a friend, saying WhatsApp donation, trying to solicit readings. I will never solicit or seek out readings. The only way to get a reading from me or any of my services is through my emails, okay? So please do not be duped by them. If you see anything saying WhatsApp me, please just block and report them. I appreciate that. With that being said, please remember that the energy that I'm picking up is fluid, which means I can be picking up on past, present, or future energy. And if I say he, she, if I say feminine or masculine, that we hold both of those energies, so you have to take what resonates. Now this reading could be for you, it could be for another person, it could be for another light one, your divine counterpart, or the person next to you. Please take what resonates. Now when I was connecting and I asked what we should be thinking or talking about, the first thing I got was a massive ball of stress or anxiety right in my heart space, okay? And there is someone here who, there's a lot of projection. Someone's projecting a heart wound outwards, and I heard the words teacher's pet. Teacher's pet, okay? Oh, and there's a card in here that's not supposed to be in here, and it's High Priestess in reverse. So we're going to keep this one out, okay? I'm going to pop that there. So you have someone here who's aching because you've got Oracle and Wisdom and Runes and Perception. Someone here, they're either shocked or upset or in grief that something that was prophesied, something that was said either by a light one or by their own cards, and I heard a light one, has come to be, okay? And rather than healing from this, they keep projecting, okay? Because you've got Patience and Wisdom. Somebody told them to take their time. Ooh, yeah. Somebody told them to take their time and to heal something, and they refused to. And there's something here about whiling out and having arguments in public because this person does not know how to balance their heart space. Okay, because you've got message. They ignored the messages that were coming through. Okay, now what was the message that came through? Please and thank you. What was the message that came through? Sensitivity, and it's upside down. Someone may have called them out for being insensitive. There's something here about projecting the way that they feel onto someone else and saying that they're the one that needs to heal, or they're the one that's imbalanced, or they're the one that's tapped into something that isn't divine. Because you've got fragmented, okay? And whenever I see fragmented or fragmentation, this talks about soul fragmentation. This is mental health. And please remember that I am not a mental health worker. I am not a licensed therapist. These are just messages that are coming through. If you feel like you need support, you need mental health support, please make sure that you're reaching out to somebody in the medical services who is a professional, who is qualified, before taking any advice that you get from me. But with that being said, you do have someone here who they don't know how to heal their heart space because they filled it with darkness for so long, okay? Because look, you've got mystical and it's upside down. They were given advice a long time ago. They may have seen a therapist, they may have seen somebody who was a professional who told them to work on their heart space, and they ignored this. Now I do apologize if you can hear drilling in the background. It seems every time I go to film there's disturbance, but I'm just going to push through it. Now you've got Omen here and mystical. This person is now seeing messages from the beyond, and I don't know if that is messages from the beyond as in their own subconscious, or they actually have something attached to them. Because with Halloween coming up and us, you know, the understanding that that's when the veil is the thinnest, and not just between the living and the dead, but all realms, there's something that they've done that the ancestors are angry with, I heard. But someone else is angry with as well, because you've got decision and it's upside down. And you've also got a heart right in that hand, okay? And I went, where did you want me to put this? Over here, okay? They made a decision to do something to a light one, okay? because I heard ill temper, because you've got a dark omen or a bad omen coming through. They don't see this. They don't see the storm coming towards them. And I heard someone uses runes, or someone has Viking or Nordic ancestry, because again, there's an energy of someone being really angry or really pissed off, and this is in the etheric realms. This person, whoever this person is with this massive heart wound, this dark high priestess, they're not able to see. Okay, now I don't know, because I heard sticky eyes, but I don't know if this is the fact that their third eye is completely blocked off. There's somebody in the etheric realms, this is Odin or Freya, there's a very grand energy that is veiling them, okay? And it's not to protect them, it's to, because look, you've got communication coming out, okay? They tried to commune with an energy that they hadn't realized that the person that they were attacking is protected by. Okay, so this person is protected by this Nordic energy, but I'm also getting Egyptian energy for other people. But they've been blocked. They've literally been blocked from even seeing what's coming towards them. Whoa, because you've got, yeah, look, Seeker upside down and Precision. So they may be still reading a light one, or trying to, or attempting to. But what I'm getting is it's not so much that they can't read another light one. Their foresight just altogether is gone. And you know that we have, you know, whether or not we tap into our intuition, sometimes you can kind of know what's coming next. Like, so for example, if you're in a work and you're not getting on with a member of staff, and you've spoken to your manager, you know that something's going to happen from that, whether that is, you know, you sit down and have a meeting, or if this is the other person's last chance, that they might get a disciplinary, or so on and so forth. There's knowing that something will come next, and it's almost like this person has lost the ability to think forward or plan forward or know what's going to happen next. Okay, because look, they've been reading way too much, and they're getting they're getting the wrong messages. So they may be trying to get advice for themselves now. They may be trying to, you know, connect with the divine, connect with their ancestors, or connect with whatever it was that they were working with, to get some advice on what will happen next. And they're getting really weird readings that make absolutely no sense, because they're being blocked. That makes sense. Whoever it is that has either this Nordic connection or this Egyptian connection, there's someone there that is standing in the way of them being able to connect with anything that will give them viable information. Okay, because you've got footprints, direction, and tarot. It's leading them away from what it is that they want answers on. Now, sorry, there's just something that's popped up on my laptop. Boop. Now, and it says here, projection. Look, scrying, mirror, and then you have tarot and guidance. Someone is projecting all of their angst, all of their anger, and it's getting redirected because there's this massive wall, but I heard there's a heart wall. Now, all of us have a heart wall, every single one of us. And, you know, depending on our experiences from when we're growing up, will depend on the type of wall it is, how high it is, how thick it is, what is it made from, you know, because it's not made from pain. It can be made from wood, it can be made from ivory, it can be made from mud. It's really dependent on also the accumulation of lives that we've had before and our experiences. But this person's heart wall, it's almost like somebody has rendered it. Somebody has hardened it on purpose. And it's not that someone else is, you know, having intention to say, I'm going to make that person's heart wall really thick and revenge. No, there's a grander energy here that has said, I'm blocking this. Anything that you project from your heart wall is going to bounce straight back off of that wall and go back into your heart. Wow. Okay, interpretation and projection. And the thing is as well, is whoever's around them is reading them very, very well. Okay, because you've got illusion. Someone's reading them very, very well, even though they're trying to hide who they are or hide themselves. And look at that. You've got it again, messages, omen, and illusion. This person is getting either, the thing is as well, is that I'm seeing, it's like whoever it is that they were working with, and this person has worked with more than one seer or more than one mystic, that's happening to them as well, or they're a fake or a scam artist, but they haven't got the intuition now to read that person and know that they're a fake or they're a scam artist, and they're being told the wrong thing, because you've got direction and you've got interpretation. Okay, They may have been told before, look at that, by a feminine energy, that they were going down the wrong path, okay? Because you've got destiny and you've got certainty. No, no, no. They were told they were going down the right path. Oh me, oh my. They were told they were going down the right path and to continue where they were going because it would help heal them or they would get retribution. And whoever it is that they've said this to, is this happening to them as well? I heard not as much. It's not happening to whoever it was who scammed them as much, because you've got certainty here, destiny. This person really wants to communicate with the light one. And I heard etherically, because they're completely blocked off from this light one in this realm. Because with communication there in destiny and then fragmentation, there's something here about trying to attach something to a light one's abundance, especially with all these coins on here. There's a book or there's something that they wish for a light one to either give them or give them access to. Okay, and they've been studying this person for a while, and whenever I look at this card, it reminds me of the 11th house, which is to do with friendship groups, social circles. It's an Aquarius. Okay, and Aquariuses are very studious, they're very intelligent, they think outside the box, they're very good with technology as well. So there has been many attempts to try and get in contact with this light one, but it's almost like getting in contact with this light one in a really subtle way. It's not like they're coming forward and going knock, knock, knock at the door, I would like to talk to you. It is, I'm going to come, I want to try and invade your dream space, and if I can't do that, I'm going to try and hack your phone, or I'm going to try and hack your laptop, and if I can't do that, I want to try and attach something to you. Okay, because you've got direction and footprints. They're still trying to come forward. Okay, perception and directions coming out again. Okay, so you definitely have, if you work with runes, someone's being told to clean them. Someone needs to clean their runes, or any divinationary tool that you use. There's something about cleaning it after each time that you use it, okay? Because you've got here nature, and then you've got perception. There's something here that's being hidden from a light one also, okay? Because you've got the home sign again, okay? So this is 4th house, which is Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, okay? Now, what else would like to come out? Illumination. There's something, it's almost like there's a gentle spirit or an ancestor or someone who stays in the house with this light one or protects the house with the David energy. They want to illuminate something to you or a light one about what's happening to this person. Now, I want to find out why, because you've got here caution and Ouija board upside down. So yes, you do. You definitely have either another light one in the etheric state, or you have a spirit or an ancestor that wishes to tell you something about this person, because here you've got communication, destiny, and then Ouija board caution upside down. So it's a friendly spirit, okay? They wish to show you something about this person, but I want to know why, okay? Oracle and wisdom is coming out again. I want to place it over here. There's something here about not becoming too callous when we think about our adversaries, because they are our adversaries, okay? I don't like the word enemy. They're our adversaries because they're pushing against us. They wish to dim our light. However, there's something here about remembering how we walk with our own heart space and not to let it harden because of what other people are doing. Because look, interpretation comes out again, okay? And look, you have thunder and lightning and power. There's something here about recognizing the divinity in all that helps you to, or this light one, to dodge many towers, or to be able to sail through towers a lot easier than when we only see the divinity in ourselves, or what we class as those of light. And the reason I'm saying that is because a message came through earlier today, and it just said learn duality, the duality of light and dark, that even though these people, you know, they're chained to their own devil cards, to habits, to karmic cycles, they weren't born like that. And what I mean is, as much as we, you know, we choose the lives that we want to have before we come into corporeal form, we all started off right at the beginning of time, you know, when, you know, the cosmos was first born and we were first given our souls. This is my opinion. We were given our souls of light, and it's our experiences and then the things that we either diverge off onto, that then causes us to lower our vibrations. So they, you know, even those who are casting against us, even those who wish the worst for us, they still have that duality of light and dark in them. And this is not saying that you have to love your enemy in any way, shape or form, but it's realizing almost with sadness that they've done this to themselves. Realize it with sadness, or realize it with, you know, love for yourself rather than hate for them. Because there's something here with the running theme that goes through many of my readings is whatever's being sent towards us, there's always this wish or intent to bait a light one into reacting in a way that is imbalanced, okay? And we all have our times when, you know, sometimes we do feel imbalanced, sometimes it's a bit overwhelming, sometimes we're upset, sometimes we feel volatile. The difference between somebody who sits in their shadow and acts from it and someone who does not is the person that does not is, they may act from their shadow and, you know, become triggered, but then they pull themselves back and go, hey, let me have a look at that. What's going on here? Where am I hurting? That's the thing is as well, is I don't know why I've gone on this tangent and why this is being pushed out, and I heard you do. It's because, do you know what? If these people keep poking the bear, if you allow them to poke the bear and you get angry, that is what they want. They want to pull you down to the low vibration that they're at because they can't raise theirs. So I think this is just an encouragement to remember this as we're going through this. Now tell me more about this person's heart space, okay? Because I heard loneliness, projecting loneliness, because you've got, look, aura and observation. This person has been trying to send some sort of illusion spell, okay? Something to do with masking the heart space. And where would you like me to put this actually? Yeah, right here. Something about kind of masking the heart space, because our destinies, our fates, our, you know, our forward paths, we have to have open, wide open heart spaces, okay? It does mean that we feel pain a lot deeper because it's open, but it also means that we can release and let that go a lot quicker, because if your heart space is closed, if your heart wall is really, really thick, when you get hurt, how does that pain come out? How do you release that when it's so locked up? When it's open, you may feel deeper, and that's, you know, joy and pain, but you also get to release the things that no longer resonate for you a lot quicker, a lot easier, and with a lot better knowing, if that makes sense, than somebody who is more or less trapped their heart like this person over here has. And why has that come out? Because you've got mastery. They've realised that a light one has mastered their own heart space, okay, and it scares them. Why does it scare them? Because look, you've got conception tree of life and you've got hope. So you've got the duality here of someone, a light one here, who is learning about the tree of life, conception, how to create, you know, from their heart space, how to lead from their heart space. And then you have someone who doesn't, and that is what they're projecting. They're projecting, you know, the opposite of hope, of being constantly worried that, you know, nothing good will come from whatever it is that they're going through. Now this came out as well, this is from a different deck, and it says the quality of your life is determined by how you spend your time. Make sure your schedule reflects the life that you want. Now I'm going to place this one over here, because this is saying as well for us to be present, because I say this a lot in my readings, it doesn't really matter what's going on in the background, okay? This chaos, you know, will follow light ones, simply because when you shine very bright, you attract a lot of moths. However, prioritizing yourself, making sure that you have time for yourself to connect with your heart space, to make sure that you have time to pour love into your heart space, and that you're evaluating your priorities. Are you making yourself a priority, or do you make other people a priority and then put yourself behind? Because if you're doing that, you know, the divine is actually encouraging you to take some time to balance, start balancing out. You know, if you have a very busy household, for example, and you have a lot of people to care for, now is the time to be speaking up and saying, do you know what, if I do this, then I need you to do that, and not, can you help me with that? No, I need you to do this one. Because sometimes, I'm only using that as an example, because when you know, for example, if you run a house, and you are in a relationship, for example, it then becomes very much of, oh, the other person saying, I'll help you out, like it's your job and not theirs also. So there's something here with making sure that you are asking for help when you need it, okay? That you are saying no as a full sentence, that you are giving time to yourself, even if it's only 5 minutes a day, where you get to do something that is just for you, just for you. So it's not walking the dog or taking care of the kids, or if you want to go out, having to take them with you. No, something just for yourself, okay, with this priorities coming out, because you've got air creativity. Okay, so this Gemini, Aquarius and Libra. This is talking also about how you communicate your needs, because we had Aquarius come out before with this card. Okay, I don't know if for some of you there is a connection between a family member, an ex-lover, an ex-boss, an ex-friend who was an Aquarius, or you're an Aquarius, because there's something here with social circles and friendship groups as well. And I did have the 4th house come out more than once, but there's something here about speaking your truth. Okay, if you have already gained closure from this time in your life, then this is really just cementing that confirmation, even if you're only speaking that truth to yourself or writing it down. For others who are still going through that, and you haven't gained that closure yet, there's something here, especially with Libra being about fairness, about, you know, the scales of Maya. There's something here about speaking your truth no matter what the reaction is, so that your voice is heard. Okay, so that your voice is heard, because you've also got the Tree of Life and you've got creativity. For someone else as well, I don't know what this is for someone else. Is this a pregnancy? Is this High Priestess upset because there's a pregnancy been forecast? Okay, and you've got here reclamation, soul retrieval. Now with fragmentation coming out here and soul retrieval, these two go hand in hand, because this is the part that hurts and this is the part that heals. Where would you like me to put this? Next to it. Okay, there's something here with this High Priestess in reverse, this Dark High Priestess, who knows that if they had come to you without competition, or to this Light One without competition, without anger, without the need to steal, that they could have actually learned a lot from this Light One, that they could have healed a lot from a Light One. Because do you know what, it is my belief that, you know, for example, I was just reading comments and stuff like that, and I had someone on some of my comment sections just trolling and saying that, you know, tarot is demonic and blah 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 blah, and why do you speak like this, and you're just in it for the money and rah rah rah. And I just thought, you know what, this person's obviously having a really bad day, and they're just projecting. And I just block the person, because I don't have time to feed other people's egos. I don't. And my mantra is that it's not my job to heal anybody. It's not my job to heal you, the person next to you, your grandma, your divine counterpart. My job, as I understand it, is to pass on messages from your guides, from your ancestors, from the divine, to help inspire you to heal yourself. Okay, and this really resonates with whoever this person is. Whoever they are could have been inspired, and are, it's almost like to a certain degree they are inspired to heal themselves, but it's almost like they've dug themselves such a big hole and they've done so much that they cannot now turn around and say, I need help, or I should have come to you right at the start and you could have helped me. Because this person is keeping, it's almost like they have to hide who they are. They always have to be right, and they are afraid of vulnerability. And we have this duality here of this Light One who isn't afraid of you know, vulnerability. You know, I am, for example, I am the type of person, if I am upset, I will cry. If I am angry, I will make it known. If I am happy, I am a giggly child. If I'm sad, and so on and so forth, because every single emotion that we hold is so valuable, because it tells us a story about ourselves. It tells us, you know, where we hurt, where we've made achievements. And, you know, growing up, sometimes I didn't have the opportunity to do so, but it's our choice as we grow up whether or not we decide that we're going to hold on to our trauma and use that to blame everybody else for how we've created our life, or if we're going to take that trauma and mold it into something beautiful. Okay, now this person over here, There's something here with them wanting healing, wanting soul retrieval from a light one. But they, look, with that message is upside down, they don't know how to come forward, and they've now been blocked, not only on this realm, but they've been blocked in the astral realm, because their way of communication, or their way of saying help me, is by hurting others, because they do not know any other language. Because you've also got upper world, future, and wealth. This is not only about this person coming forward and this person, you know, trying to push things through their heart wall towards a light one. There's also this constant competition and jealousy, that they know that when they went to whoever it was who done a reading for them however long ago, that this light one is coming into a lot of money, a lot of abundance, a lot of spiritual gifts being expanded, because you have here offerings with wealth and upper world future, okay? And then you have endurance underneath, four-legged friends. Four-legged friends. There is definitely a massive guardian, and I don't know. The guardian that I'm seeing though is either someone wearing animal fur, or someone who has the imagery of part animal, part man, which is why I was getting Nordic and I was getting Egyptian. But there's something here about the advice given, because look, medicine bag and treasure. There's something about advice given through dream state, through intuition, through your clairsentience, cognizance, audience. There's something here with messages being given to a divine light one, and then taking it and taking that guidance and listening to the advice that either their ancestors have given, their deities that they work with, God, angels, whoever it is that, you know, you name as your protectors. By listening to them and doing so is taking you onto the path of abundance, and not just abundance, but money, something that's going to set up as in generational wealth. And there's something here with whoever this person is. There has been this intent to close communications with your divine ones, you know, with your ancestors, with your lineage, with those who look after you, in other words, so that you can't see this. Because with this illumination and wealth, they didn't want their light one to know about this. And this is where this projection from this heart is coming. They want this person to be in heartache. And for many light ones, they may have projected for a very long time heart wounds onto a light one, because our heart is not only the place that we receive love, as in romantic love. It's also the way that we love ourselves. It's the way that we find our, you know, our self-worth, our self-value. It's the way we empower ourselves. It's our connection to our divine feminine that helps us to create, helps us to have an imagination, helps us to feel sensual irrespective of gender, you know. But they've been blocked completely. They've been blocked completely. Look at that aura and observation. They cannot get into a light one's aura. They cannot get into their dream state. And I heard that they're trying, okay? Now, anything else that would like to come out? Awaken and treasure. This awakening that's going to happen over Halloween, this activation is going to bring in something beautiful, and I'd like to know what it is. Anything else from this deck? No, I've said it all. Do you want me to take this one? Yes. Transmutation. Wow. So there's a new beginning coming, because after death comes rebirth. That is amazing. Because I heard meeting your maker. There may be, because this reminds me of a portal, but it's more than that. It's almost like, you know, when people have, you know, when they have past life, not past life regression. What's the word? When someone dies and then they come back and they say what it was that they saw, you know, and some people are saying that they saw a bright white light and they saw all of their ancestors and they saw something. Somebody is going to have some sort of really wild download or really wild vision where they actually get to see the creator of all in whatever form it may wish to come to them as. Someone else is going to be seeing either Anubis, or there is some sort of animal protector that is going to come through extremely clearly around Halloween, either just before, on Halloween, or just after, who wishes to give some sort of really valuable information. because I heard about past lives, but I heard about your future, something to do with your future. And look at that right next to it, upper world future. Okay, solitude and protection, and it's upside down. There's something also here about giving advice on how to up your protection wards, how to up your protection magic. And when I say magic, I'm literally just talking about the power of your words, the power of your words. Anything else that would like to come out? Anything else? Top line. Yeah, because you've got solitude north upside down. Interesting. Okay. Now, can I get some advice before I go, please, and thank you? What would you like me to take out? Which ones? Can I take these ones, or these ones? Let me take these ones. Okay, give me those ones. So let's see advice, please. Divine source coming straight out, and it says here, help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. Okay, and that is the root chakra, because it's nice and red. This is about security, and security in your own faith, that as you speak your truth, as you speak your words of power, of prayer, of affirmation, it's not only returning what is being sent to you, but there's something here about the more that you speak your words of affirmation, the more that you connect with, you know, divine source in which way that you do, and whoever it is that you name your protectors, the stronger that connection that you have to the divine source is, because you've also got signs upside down. I have a feeling that there's something's going to happen that's really unexpected, but I had blessed. Okay, because it says here, instincts are the message from the inner divine. With them being around this way, there's something also here about those who pray, or if you go to church, or you go to a mosque, or you go to a temple, there's something here also with not only doing that when you go into that building, but finding quiet times in the day when you can do that for yourself. Almost like, you know, like meditation, where you go into yourself, and the words that you say in prayer when you are in church or in a mosque or in a temple, or, you know, for example, if you're Wiccan, if you go out into nature to do that, there's something here about doing that quietly within yourself throughout the day, whether you are shopping or whether you are driving the car, or if you're doing, because your eyes don't have to be closed, it's just affirmations that you say to yourself. Now you've also got here deepening, and it's upside down. So yeah, someone's being asked to do this and not just to go through the motions, so that will only resonate with certain people, okay? Because it says here, once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping, detachment and surrender. They will bring peace of God, and it's upside down. So someone here is kind of, this will only be for like a specific view. Someone's going through the motions when they go to church or when they go to the mosque, and someone's being asked to be present, okay? If it doesn't resonate, then maybe change what it is that you say when you go to pray in church or in a mosque, or, you know, in a temple, or change when you go, change how long you go for, who it is that you see when you're there, because there's something here about needing a little bit of stimulus, if that makes sense. Because the divine source and the inner child, allow me to give compassion and love to the little one. Let me attend to the deepest needs and feelings. Again, this is someone needing to speak their truth over their upbringing, okay? Especially anyone that was knocked off of their due north when they were young, because this is all coming back to the heart space and how we give love to ourselves, how we value ourselves, but also how we recognize when we weren't valued, when, you know, and not in anger and not in, you know, revenge or anything like that, but looking back in time at times when we were disempowered. You know, who did that to us? Was it a family member? Was it a friend? Was it someone that we trusted? How did that make us feel? What would we have said if we, you know, in hindsight and feeling empowered now, what would we have said in that moment? How would we have gained closure from that? How would we have taken our energy back? There's something here that needs to be done, not for all, just for those that it resonates for. And allowing radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment. So what's needed can come next. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively knew. If you are new to my channel and this resonated for you, I'd love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe and the notification bell so you can see more of my content. And if you are a returning subscriber, as always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your constructive criticism. Thank you for teaching me new things also. Thank you for your emails. I appreciate them. I know that I don't always respond to everyone, and that's because there's so many of you. And now that I have 2 emails, that's even more to get through. But I do read your emails, okay? I take the time to go through all of them. Anyone that is interested in a private reading, I still have some openings left for the week, so please have a look. Go to the second paragraph down on the description box of this video, or in the summary part of my channel, and look for the line of blue arrows pointing up. There are 2 emails there. Pick either one that you like. But with that being said, I hope you guys have an awesome morning, afternoon, evening or night, wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.